What's up, guys? Welcome back to Burn the Ship, the podcast that inspires entrepreneurs to go all in on their business. And today, our lovely guest is Mr. Bob Brooks.
Hey, lovely. I like that. Bob Brooks with Reliable Paper, a local family-owned and operated company right here in Acworth, Georgia.
Thank you so much for coming in today.
Absolutely.
We've known each other for a long time, but it's also been a long time since you've done a podcast with us. So
Sure
I'm glad
is.
that you're back.
Same here. Same here. I'm always glad to be back.
So, how's this new business been going?
It's going great. I'm officially a year in today with Reliable Paper, and it can't be any better.
And what did you do before Reliable Paper?
So I was a mortgage guy. I worked for a pretty big firm out of Ohio, actually, but we were branched right here in Acworth as well. So
how did you make that switch? Because that's a big difference between
that's a huge
mortgage
difference. It is a huge difference. So basically, a lot of people think mortgages are just numbers, crunching numbers all the time. It's not. It's a sales job. And essentially, I've been a sales guy pretty much my whole life. And so jumping into Reliable Paper wasn't really a hard task. It's just learning the immense amount of products they have and learning that. So I've never been scared of jumping over to switching something else because we're not dead yet. So we can do whatever we feel like doing.
So you've always been a sales guy. So
Always been a sales guy.
what did you do before mortgages?
I was actually a bartender for a long time. Ran some bars. So, and that's it. People say, well, that's just bartending. That's not sales. I said, yeah, it is. It's sales for someone coming in getting what they want, and it's pretty easy sales. But I was
Yeah.
good at it. So.
Yeah, I was a bartender for 9 years, so
Wow,
I
yeah.
understand that. It is definitely a sales job. You are selling and you are also a therapist.
Yeah, huge therapist. Huge therapist.
I'm sure that being a bartender helped you with your sales skills.
Oh, absolutely.
And the person that you're talking to, you learn people when you're a bartender.
Right, right.
So you get very good at communicating.
So I actually started communicating a lot with the bartending skills, and I grew up singing, so I've been on stage, and being in front of people is not hard for me. However, with the Reliable Paper, what gave me a good boost was the bartending skills because I know all the owners, I know all the managers, I know all the bartenders. So it was a really good push for me to jump back into, and it's been pretty easy sales for me for a year now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So what all types of different products do you guys sell?
So Reliable Paper is anything business consumables, anything from straws to napkins to we sell to daycares, restaurants, bars, assisted living, all local offices, warehouses, pretty much anything that uses toilet paper.
Okay, that's a good answer. So literally everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah.
Yeah, that's a crazy jump that you had, but as long as you like it, that's all that matters.
It's like I said, it's an easy jump for a sales guy to jump into a sales position. The hardest part is learning all the products, which in a year's time, I still don't know everything that they've got. It blows me away how much stuff they could actually sell out of that warehouse.
So you're a local owned business?
It's a locally owned, family owned, and operated for 25 years. We just celebrated our 25th birthday last month. It's been great working for these guys and being a part of their team because we can say, hey, we're family owned and operated. We are local. We buy local. We source local. But we can ship all over the world. We're big. We're small enough to where we can still ship all over the world, but we're also small enough to where you still get that mom and pop feeling.
That's exactly what I was about to ask you, is how far is y'all's reach? So
All over the world, actually.
That's awesome.
My sales reach is local area, however. And,
So you're hands-on with the customers?
hands-on with the customers. I was able to deliver. I've got one more delivery today, actually. Somebody called up and said, hey, I need this today. They can actually call their salesman. Which means they can call me and say, hey, I want this directly. I would love to have that today. And so I'm lucky enough that I can do that for people.
Yeah, that's similar with us because we are, I say family owned, but
Sure.
it's because we're small enough that we have a nationwide reach, but we are still very hands-on with our customers, and you get our phone numbers personally instead of calling a 1-800
Correct.
number.
Correct.
It makes other people's lives a lot easier.
Right. And it's nice to have that local feel and that good flair where people can call you and they can trust you. because you buy from who you know, trust, and like, as well as everybody that does that says buy from who you know, trust, and like, because if you don't trust them, this you can't throw them far.
Yeah. So our podcast, Burn the Ship, how did you burn your ship of being in the mortgage business to jumping into this?
So how I did it was the mortgage business was in the tank. Figured out, hey, I need a job. So just an easy jump for me. Once Jim and I started talking from Reliable Paper, it was a good fit for me at the time, and it's still a great fit for me.
What advice would you give to somebody that's trying to leave their job and get into a different industry?
Don't be scared, because if you can always switch. I told my kids when they graduated high school, I said, you don't have to go to college right now, because later on, if you want to go to college, you can still do that. If you don't find your job that you absolutely love, jump to the one you do love. It's only money, it's only time.
So what would you do if you weren't doing this?
A lot of charity work. I do. I run an ABA Cares, which is an Accord Business Association charity outreach that gives back to the community that raised me, and I do a lot with special needs on the weekends.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's such a wholesome answer.
I try.
So if somebody needs y'all's services, how can they get in touch with you?
Well, they can absolutely go to the website, which is www.reliablepaper.com, or they can reach out to me at 770-572-4173. So anybody that uses toilet paper, we'd love to have you, because when it comes to toilet paper, you want it to be reliable. Correct?
What is the quote that you always say at our networking meetings?
Your number 2 is my number 1.
Yeah.
Every single time.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for coming in and sharing with us. And I love our relationship together.
Same.
And I look forward to working with you in the future. So you guys make sure to reach out to Mr. Bob Brooks for all your paper necessities.
Correct.
And thank you so much for coming in.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
All right. Bye, guys.